And now to extra depth about the Arctic air blast that crippled the Borderland, plunging temperatures below the freezing mark for more than 3 days straight. It has been 10 years since that happened. ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dave Spielman has been looking into the impact. Dave.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I asked the major utilities what's been done to lessen the next blow if it happens again.
It was cold last winter, but this right here, woo!
Without gloves, your fingers go numb in just seconds. The biting wind cuts through your cheeks. And the ice. If you've ever ice skated, you might be able to stand on your feet. And one more thing. If you were wanting to forget about this cold calamity for 20 minutes and take a hot shower, good luck.
The likelihood is that many people throughout the city will not have water at all tonight.
The big freeze of 2011 caused major headaches. We're talking about broken pipes, frozen pipes, rolling blackouts, something we never want to experience again.
Aaron Monteros is a plumber with Gibby's Plumbing.
Absolute craziness. It was nonstop. Just call after call after call after call.
He says he'll never forget the big freeze disaster. In fact, he was slammed with work for weeks. People were desperate for his help.
We would go down the street after finishing up one service call, and we would have people just flagging us down, like wanting to buy parts off of us because they weren't able to find any at any of the home improvement warehouses. So we were limited on parts ourselves for our customers.
Suppliers like Ace Hardware in Canutillo couldn't get enough materials. What little parts they had went quick in the frenzy to deal with the freeze.
Oh, yeah, on the phone, they'd promise us anything. You know, we'll pay whatever you need, just set them aside for us. You know, set 5 of these aside, and we'll pay whatever you want for it. Prices no matter. That's the way it went.
This is how bitterly cold it was. February 2nd, we started off with a low of 7 above, reached a high of only 15 degrees. This was a record cold high temperature. Then on February 3rd, we started off with a low of 1 above, a high of 18. We had a wind chill of minus 17 degrees. That's what it actually felt like. Then on February 4th, started off with a low of 3, a high of 37. February 5th, very cold yet, a low of 1 above. Then we reached a high of 58 degrees. Now, when you look at consecutive hours of at least 32 degrees or below, here in El Paso, we had 78 hours consecutively.
El Paso Electric's equipment was not designed to withstand the unprecedented deep, prolonged freeze and was overwhelmed. To prevent this from happening again, the company invested millions of dollars on repairs and upgrades to its plants.
We went from a plus 10 degree design, which is what the units were originally designed for, to a minus 10. So currently everything that we install or upgrade is done to a minus 10 degree sustained temperature.
El Paso Water Utilities was hit hard as well. Water lines burst in the freeze. Then came the sporadic blackouts and even a curfew. Pumping water was critical but difficult. Since 2011, the utility says it spent millions insulating water pipes and building mammoth water tanks like this one in northeast El Paso.
That's the purpose of these. It will continue to provide pressure with or without pumps. The other thing that we have done is we've spent $34 million on emergency generation all over town. So we now have backup plan for if we lose power, we'll be able to pump water and keep the water system alive.
And this right here is a ball valve, you know, lets water in and out, but it expanded and broke here. You can see the crack. This is, you know, heavy steel here. So, you know, Stephanie, you were around town back then and doing some live reporting in the morning show, and just brutal wind chills and, of course, very cold temps.
It was awful, Dave. I'll never forget the feel of that negative air hitting my face, negative 17 wind chill. It was the most uncomfortable experience I've ever lived through.
Yeah, brutal, and let's hope we don't have to go through something like this again.